What's a story, amigos? This is Kino with some cool stories for today's story time.
First, Preston better be careful.
He was just coming out of the store when... suddenly...
Then, the mysterious story of a very special dog.
Courtney then played the violin while the family finished the meal. Out of his trunk, he took some things to juggle with and entertain the baby.
And Freddie Fender reads us the story of Leticia and her grandfather, who likes to tell tall tales.
What did you do? Asked Leticia. Well, said Abuelito, I swung that caballo over my shoulders and carried him all the way home on my back.
Storytime is made possible by Bill Grant from Helen and Peter Bean, so that families everywhere can share the joy of reading with their children.
Hi, Tia. Hi, Tamira.
Hi, Kino.
Hi. What are you guys doing?
Oh, well, we're playing mirror.
Huh. Well, how do you play mirror?
Well, you just copy whatever the other person is doing.
Gee, well, that sounds easy. Do you have to have a twin sister or a twin brother to play mirror?
No, but it's more fun because we look alike, so it really looks like a mirror.
Oh, gee. Wow. Hey, are those new books?
Oh, yeah, we wanted to show them to you.
Oh, cool. You want to read one?
Oh, sure. This one is our favorite out of the bunch. It's called Suddenly by Colin McNaughton.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Preston was walking home from school one day when... suddenly... Preston remembered his mother had asked him to go to the store. Silly me. Preston was doing the shopping when... suddenly... He dashed out of the store. He remembered he had left the grocery money in his school desk. Silly me. Preston got the money from his desk. Ah, there it is. And was coming out of the school when... suddenly... Preston decided to use the back door. Much quicker. On his way back to the store, Preston stopped by the park to play when... suddenly... Billy the Bully shoved past him. Hey! And went down the slide. Yow! Preston climbed down from the slide and went on to do the shopping. He was just coming out of the store when... suddenly... Mr. Plimp, the storekeeper, called Preston back to say he had forgotten his change. Silly me. Well, at last, Preston had arrived home. Mom, he said, I've had the strangest feeling that someone has been following me. Suddenly... Preston's mother turned around and gave him an enormous hug. The end.
great. I like the part when they're at the playground.
Oh, you mean when the bully shows up? Yeah, that was a good part. Well, I liked it when the mom turns around and gives him a big hug.
Oh, wait a minute. You said Mom. That reminds me. My mom told me to be home early today. Bye, and thanks for the story.
Oh, you're
Bye-bye.
welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Tito.
You know, Fuzzy, I wish I had a twin brother. Then I'd always have someone to play with me. Boy, that sure would be fun. Oh, well, time to go to sleep. Yep, that'd be fun, all right. A twin brother. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ya-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta. Boom. Yip-pa-pa-pa-pa-bum. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Hey, how come you look like me?
Because I'm your twin brother.
Wow, cool. I've always wanted a twin brother.
Well, here I am,
Well, what's your name?
Snoozer.
Snoozer? Do you like stories?
Yeah, I guess I do. But you know what I really like is playing with my dog.
What? Well, how can you not like stories? You're my twin brother. You're supposed to love stories just like me.
Just because I'm your twin brother doesn't mean I'm exactly like you. We just look alike.
But,
And I didn't say I don't like stories. I just said I like playing with my dog better.
no.
I like books, especially books about dogs.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
We have one here.
You do? Let's read it.
Oh, Lucy has it. Let's ask her to read it to us.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I must be dreaming. I see two Kinos.
Oh, no, Lucy. This is my twin brother, Snoozer.
Hi, Snoozer.
Hi.
We were hoping you'd read us that book we brought about a dog.
Sure.
I like dogs a lot.
Then I'm sure you'll like this book because it's about a very special dog. Courtney by John Birmingham.
Okay.
We would really like to have a dog, the children said. Our house would be much better with a dog. The dog would guard the house and it would play with us. There are lots of lovely dogs at the dog's home. Can't we please have one? Dogs need feeding and walking. And they make a mess everywhere. We will walk the dog and feed it. And we will clean up the mess. Please, can we? Oh, very well then, if you must. Make sure it's a proper dog, one with a pedigree. And remember, you'll both have to take care of it. The children looked at lots of dogs. None of them seemed to be what they wanted. Have you a dog that nobody wants? They asked the man. All the dogs we have seen will find homes easily.
We do have a dog called Courtney,
Said the man.
Nobody wants Courtney.
We don't know anything about him, said the man. We don't know where he came from. Nobody wants him, and he's an old dog. "We want Courtney," said the children, and they took him home. "What on earth have you got there?" said the parents. "Why didn't you get a proper dog? He's old, and he's a mongrel, not a pedigree like we said." "But Courtney's lovely," said the children. "Well, it's getting late now, and you must be going to bed. Courtney will have to sleep in the kitchen." The next morning, the children raced down to the kitchen to see their new dog. But Courtney was not there. "We said the dog was no good." "These mongrels, you can't rely on them. Why on earth didn't you get a proper dog like we said?" That afternoon, Courtney came back, dragging a large trunk behind him. Once in the house, he opened the trunk, put on a chef's hat and apron, and immediately began to cook a delicious meal.
Wow.
He changed into waiter's clothes and served the family round the table. Courtney then played the violin while the family finished the meal. Out of his trunk, he took some things to juggle with and entertain the baby. Sometimes, Courtney would meet other dogs in the park. But most of the time, he spent with the family. One day, the house caught fire. And the family was outside waiting for the fire engines to arrive. "Where's Courtney?" said one of the children. "Where's my baby?" shrieked the mother. Then they saw Courtney climbing down the ladder, holding the baby. The fire was put out, and the house soon repaired. And the family was able to carry on living as usual. One morning, they came downstairs, and Courtney was not there. The children looked everywhere, but they could not find Courtney or his trunk. "We told you the dog was no good," said the parents. "If they are not thoroughbreds, you cannot rely on them." The children went to the police station. "We've lost our dog. He's quite old, with big eyebrows. He can play the violin, cook wonderful dinners, and he juggles to entertain the baby." "Well, I'll certainly let you know if an old dog with big eyebrows who can play the violin, cook wonderful dinners, and juggle to keep the baby amused is brought in," said the policeman. That summer, the family went on vacation to the seashore, and they took a boat with them. Every day, the children went out in the boat. The boat was always tied to a rock with a long piece of rope so it would not drift out to sea. But on the last day, something awful happened. The rope broke. They lost the oars. The boat drifted out to sea. "Somebody help us!" cried the mother. The boat had drifted almost out of sight. Suddenly, there was a tug. The boat was being pulled by something toward the shore. never did find out who or what it was that had pulled their boat back to shore. I wonder what it could have been. The end.
Whoa. Well, who did save the children?
Let me think here. Courtney?
Well, I think so too, but why was he hiding?
Maybe because he knew the parents didn't like him.
Oh, right. Because he wasn't a proper fancy dog. He was just an old dog with a mustache.
Yeah. That's my dog. I'll go get him.
Oh, okay. Wait for me. Wait for me. Wait for me, Snoozer. Wait for me. Hey, wait for me. Wait for me. Wait for me. What? Huh? Snoozer? Where are you? Oh, I guess I was dreaming. I know I don't have a twin brother, and I know that that's Mrs. Stone's dog barking. Oh, Fuzzy, that was the best dream I ever had. A twin brother and a great story. Gee, I wish I could have kept on dreaming. Snoozer, Snoozer, come back. I wish you were real. Oh, well, I might as well go see what Lucy's up to. Close your eyes while I get dressed, okay? Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. Kino, this is Freddie and Kami.
Hi, Kino.
Oh, hi, Freddie. Hi, Kami.
Hi, Kino.
Boy, let me tell you, I had such a cool dream. And I was so happy because I had a twin brother in my dream. But then I woke up and I didn't have a twin brother anymore.
Hey, that sure sounds like a good dream to me.
Well, yeah, it was a good dream. It made me happy. And I wish it was true.
Because it made you happy?
Yeah, because I liked having a twin brother. But now I'm kind of sad because Snoozer was only a dream.
Let's read this story so you won't feel sad. It's called Gully Washer, written by Joyce Rossi.
Yeah.
Here we go. Leticia and her grandfather watched the summer rain clouds drift across the southwestern skies. Now that was a gully washer, said Leticia's grandfather. We'd better wait a minute before we take our walk. It could start up again. Leticia climbed onto the arm of the old stuffed chair. Look at me, abuelito. Giddy up, she shouted. Hey, little vaquera, said her grandfather as he sank into the cushion beside her. You got room in your saddlebag for an old-timer like me? See, answered Leticia, bouncing up and down. Where are you off to so fast? Asked Abuelito. I'm going to round up cattle and take them back to the rancho, just like you used to. Leticia twirled an imaginary lasso above her head and gave it a toss. Tell me about when you were a vaquero, she said. Oh, that was such a long time ago. I think I forgot, teased Abuelito. No, you haven't. You remember, please, begged Leticia. Oh, yes, began Abuelito slowly. I remember a spring day, many years ago, when the biggest gully washer ever came my way. I was searching for stray cattle just a little bit south of here. The skies turned dark as night. Dust devils came whipping off the mesas, blowing my sombrero high up into the sky. The rain began. It wouldn't stop. looked for shelter, but there wasn't any, Kino. I had to let the rain wash over me. After the storm was finally over, I saw how the water had wrinkled my hands. When I looked at my reflection in the water hole, I could see that the rain had wrinkled my face, too. And that's the way I've looked ever since. Leticia laughed. She reached over and ruffled her grandfather's fluffy white hair. And how did you get this, she asked. Well, I climbed back on my horse and I rode until I was too tired to go on. I stopped to take a siesta in the shade of a palo verde. While I slept, a hummingbird began to take strands of my hair to make her nest. The pajarita was so gentle and quiet. I never woke. One by one, she plucked the dark-colored hair. But she left all the white ones for me. Leticia giggled, and patted her grandfather's round belly. Now tell me how you got this. I was very hungry when I woke up, but I had no food. So I rode on until I came to a village. There an old woman was sitting in front of her house, grinding corn on a metate. I asked her if she could spare a handful, and she gave me some of the hard kernels. I swallowed them whole, but I was still hungry. So I gobbled up some chili peppers hanging on the wall nearby. The old woman jumped up and began to wave. "Oh, vaquero!" she shouted. But it was too late. The chilies were as hot as fire. They made the corn go pop, pop, pop. And my stomach grew. Pop, 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 said Leticia, jumping off the chair and hopping around the porch. Look, the clouds are going away. Let's go for a walk now. I'll pull you up. The smell of the damp desert was strong and sweet. Leticia jumped over the puddles and skipped circles around Abuelito as he moved slowly down the road. Abuelito, why are you so bent over? Asked Leticia. Did that also happen on the day of the big gully washer? As a matter of fact, it did, said her grandfather. I climbed onto my horse to begin the long journey home, but the horse was tired and wouldn't budge. I tried to push him, and I tried to pull him, but he stood solid as a mountain. What did you do? Asked Leticia. Well, said Abuelito, I swung that caballo over my shoulder and carried him all the way home on my back. They stopped to rest at the mission. Leticia became very quiet. What's the matter? Said Abuelito. It's not like you to be so still. Does it make you sad to be bent over? Leticia asked. Abuelito thought for a moment. Oh, no, little vaquera, he said as they began their walk home. It makes me closer to you. And he stooped just a little to kiss her forehead. The end. That is a great story.
I wonder if Abuelito really got his back all bent because he was carrying a horse. What do you think, Tommy?
I think I think it was just making it up.
What an insult.
I think he was just making all those things up, too. But why do you think he made it all up?
Maybe because he just wanted the story to be better.
Well, maybe because he knew that Leticia enjoyed listening to his tall tales, right, Kami?
Yeah. I thought it was really funny, too. How about you, Kami?
Yeah, me too, Kino.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite part of it? What made you laugh?
I think when he carried the horse in the picture.
Do you have a grandfather, Kami?
Yeah,
Yeah? What's he like?
he's really silly.
Does your grandfather tell you stories, Kami?
Yeah,
What kind?
mostly like about animals and people.
Yeah?
I think it's wonderful that grandfathers do that because they know they can get away with it with the little people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the little people, they like to hear it over and over too, don't they?
Well, if you like a story, it doesn't matter if it's true or not.
That's right. Well, just like with your twin brother. He was just a dream, but it made you happy.
Yeah, it sure did. Now I can't wait to go to sleep again, because maybe I'll see my twin brother.
Ah, well, now it's time for our story picks.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there it is.
Here we
I
are.
recommend this book, Medio Pollito, Half Chicken. It's an old Mexican story that's told in English and Spanish.
And here's another book about dogs. It's called My Dog Rosie. And it was written by Isabel Harper, the little girl on the cover, and her grandfather, Barry Moser.
Gosh, Snoozer would have liked that book, because he likes dogs. Hey, everybody, come back soon for more stories.
Sure will.
And until then, keep a story in your heart.
Hey, see you later, amigos. I'm coming to see you, Snoozer.
Today's Storytime books are Suddenly by Colin McNaughton, Courtney by John Birmingham, The Gully Washer by Joyce Rossi, Medio Pollito, Half Chicken by Alma Flor Ada, illustrated by Kim Howard, and My Dog Rosie by Isabel Harper, illustrated by Barry Moser. You can find these and other books at your local library.
Storytime is made possible by a grant from Helen and Peter Bing, so that families everywhere can share the joy of reading with their children. Storytime is a production of KCET Los Angeles.